This is Gary Guyman with the Dominate the Day podcast. The purpose of this podcast is to help you get 1% better in your business, provide clarity, and give you some ideas that will help you grow your business. If you're ready to dominate the day, let's go.
Dominate the day, that's what we're about to do. If you don't want to dominate, then this podcast ain't for you. But if you are, then keep listening, cause every single damn day, the mission is to dominate. You already know we're here to dominate the day. So if you want to dominate every day, then let's go, it's time to grow. This is another episode of Dominate the Day.
So hopefully your Christmas was amazing. And Santa Claus brought you everything that you wanted. Let's get back to this preparing for 2022, shall we? Yeah, I'm right in the middle of a series that we started a couple days before Christmas, preparing for 2022. This is the time when I like to prepare for 2022 or the previous year. Is these last 2 weeks of the year. And we've went through 3 episodes already. 1, find your numbers. 2 was know your numbers. And then 3, begin to determine what kind of increase, what kind of goals you want to see for next year. Now we're at creating the plan. This is always the longest and hardest part of this exercise, creating the plan for success. So you're going to be asking yourself 4 questions: who, what, when, and how. And those questions are going to be related to your daily revenue, your revenue per customer, your revenue per lead source. Because you have to say to yourself, okay, who owns this? What do we have to do to impact it? When do we have to do the thing to impact it? And then how do we have to impact it? Is it giving more money to that? Is it doing certain metrics? What is it going to take to be able to move the needle if you did $500 per customer in 2021 and now we want to do $600 per customer in 2022? Who has to do that? What do they have to do? When do they have to do it? And how do they have to do it? Those are the questions you have to ask in order to be able to put this plan together. So I challenge you to begin looking at day 1 of 2022 that you will be working. Maybe that's, January the 3rd. Maybe it's sometime in February, depending upon your season. Maybe it's sometime in March. I'm not sure, but when's that first day? And what is it that you're going to accomplish that first day? What's going to be your average ticket? How many leads are you going to have? How many clients are going to be signed up? What's that revenue look like? How's it going to be different from 2021? What are you going to do differently? Because I can tell you right now, you do the same thing next year that you did this year, you're going to get the same or worse result. So in creating the plan for success, you have to look at your metrics, that bottom number. You have to look at the activities to improve that metric and then track that metric. How do you inspect to expect? And as you're creating this plan for success and you think about the who, what, when, how, that means you might have to add people, you might have to add partners, you might have to add contractors. Think about the metrics, the activities, the tracking. Typically the person that's performing the metric shouldn't be tracking the performance. Think about that. If you're the one doing all the work, who's tracking your performance? You? Are you that motivated of a motherfucker? If you want to create a plan for success, understand what it's going to take at a minute level, by the minute, by the hour. Know the activities, track the activities, and then inspect what you expect. Know the who, what, when, and how to plan for that success. And then it's as simple as this. Start putting the numbers together by day, by week, by month, and use the numbers that you've already created, the percentage of lift that you want to see, and those numbers will begin to come to fruition and tell you a story, if the story is true or not. I remember at the end of 2016, I was tired of double-digit growth. I wanted some triple-digit growth, straight up. And I didn't just want 100%, I wanted 300%. And so I put together a plan to do 7 figures in 2017. And it was about this time of the year when I finished the plan. And I used this same process that I'm talking about with you. And you've been listening for the last now 4 episodes. because I wanted our home service business to get to that 7-figure mark, because I knew then once we got to that 7-figure mark, then the sky was the limit, because we would have created an infrastructure of people to be able to get where we wanted to get. And at the time, it was basically 4 employees. To get to that million, the numbers that I was doing, like I knew we were going to have 7 hires in 2017. As the year went on, the plan failed at times, the plan succeeded at times, but exactly the infrastructure, the investment, the capital, the equipment, all of that stuff I knew we had to have, and actually I was very dead on when we had to have it based upon the plan that I had created and based upon what we were trying to accomplish. And we ended up hitting the 7 figures in 2017, not because of anything great that I did, but because I sat down, put together a plan, and said, here's how we're going to hit this, and here's how we're going to do it. So you want to create an opportunity, then do this work, create the plan for success. You'll definitely dominate the day.
Dominate the day, that's what we're about to do. If you don't wanna dominate, then this podcast ain't for you. But if you are, then keep listening, cause every single damn day, the mission is to dominate. You already know we're here to dominate the day. So if you wanna dominate every day, then let's go, it's time to grow. This is another episode of Dominate the Day.